Welcome nerds to another chaotic update video. This is episode 12 if I'm correct. We will see. This week was not productive at all. I have very good reasons, however. I am not having to show as much as I would like, but there is still one finished book, one finished subject, and two work in progress, so let's get started. Last week I tried to film 3 videos and my nerve did not like it. Honestly, I thought it would be fine because it's basically just sitting and chatting and I can do that on the phone all day, so why not to the camera? I picked chairs that I could sit cross-legged on because that is the way to sit, that I can do it all day, that my nerves likes it. However, it turns out that my nerve does not like the getting up to sit somebody else part, which I probably should have known. The nerve got stuck the first time while standing up. The nerve got unstuck while standing up. The nerve did not get stuck this time while standing up because it got stuck when I was bending and turned while doing that, which, is not a smart thing to do anyway. But it did try to get unstuck while standing up. This period, it didn't work. Honestly, I've had pain after filming twice before now. However, there was always something else to blame. The first time I tried walking the day before filming. So when I had pain the day after, I was like, yeah, it happens. Sometimes that it takes, it's 2 days after and then it hurts. So it's probably the walking because I was walking on the treadmill. My back doesn't like that so much. However, I really want to get my condition up again. And my back wasn't hurting. So I was like, I'll try it. I walked very, very slow, but still got pain. So I blamed the walking. The second time I was like, all right, no walking. However, let's film and then bake something for myself. I can cook now. I can probably bake. I chose a very, very easy recipe. The machine did most of the work, but it was just a way for me to stand a bit longer. And then I got pain again. So I was like, yeah, that's probably been the baking. Last week, I only did film 3 videos. And I did not like it. I had 3 days of awful pain. And the 4th day I was so tired because of the pain. So there were 4 days I couldn't do anything. And the only thing I can blame is filming. So this week I took it really, really slow. And that is noticeable. On the other hand, it did get really summery weather, which is not great for knitting either way. However, it is great for wearing dresses. And when there is no pants, there is no pain to the nerve, so that is good. I totally forgot dresses existed, so I'm glad the summer weather reminded me because this actually is not as painful as wearing pants. That's why I was only wearing pajama pants because they're looser. But I should have been wearing dresses all the time. So now you only see me in dresses. However, I did finish a book, so let's talk about that one. I finished The Storm of Sisters by Michelle Harrison, and I did really enjoy this more than the first time I read it, because this is a reread for me. I don't get in depth of this though, because the live show for this book is next Sunday. So if you want to hear me talk about this book and get my full opinion, please go to the live show on Sunday. The first half will be spoiler free and then we will end up talking spoilers. So, you could join me there, but I did really enjoy this more than the first time. I am not sure about my rating yet, but last time it was a 4 stars, so I had to think about it. Find out on Sunday with me. Let's go to talk about crafting. So it was good. And I did, as I said, finished up the toe. So now the pair of socks is done. And if I'm completely honest, I don't think it would have been done if I didn't have this podcast to hold me accountable, because all I wanted to do was knit on a sweater. And I was like, don't be crazy, just, you know, do the toe, you have another pair of socks done. Not that I can wear them now, because then the heat turned up, but it is done and I'm happy with it. This is made from the Mars yarn from Hobby. I use 56 stitches on a 9-inch circular needle. I always do 15 rows of ribbing, which is 2 knit to purl. Then 50 rows on the feet. I believe it is a knit. This is a knit slip stitch. Is it? I don't know if it's truly called Hue and Gusset. I don't know. Let me check that for you. And then I'll put it down in the description where you can find everything else. And then I have 50 rows for the feet, and then I do the toes. That is how I do the socks for myself. I have small feet. Everyone with normal size feet, I do 60 stitches for, but and I do that on a 2.5mm needle. And next up is my favorite adventure sweater. I think I'm gonna change the name to my project page in my first adventure sweater, because I was supposed to make another sweater first, which is not my first sweater. Because I haven't even started it yet. It's supposed to be with that yarn. I did swatch. But I got distracted by this one, because ain't she a beauty? And I did the trick again. Let me see. This is the marker from last week. So this is all I did in 1 week. And I did put it on. I did try it on yesterday for you to not do everything today again. So hopefully to please the nerve. It looks like that. It fits lovely. I'm so happy. It was not the weather to try this on, but I am glad I did, because it's so pretty. I think this style suits me very well. I think this is a raglan, so it is more tailored to your shape, and I think that works very well for me. We are now just under the bush, so I could really see if it would fit the rest of my body, and it does. So now it's just knitting down. The pattern says 35 centimeters. I am 12 centimeters in the body. However, I do think I will knit it till 39, because my favorite sweater is 42 centimeters body length. And we're still getting 2.5 centimeters of ribbing. So, yes. 27 centimeters to go. And then the sleeves and the ribbing. But I am very, very excited about it. I love it. However, now it is really warm. I don't really want to have this wool sweater on my lap. So I have not been knitting on it for the last 2 days, maybe 3. I just don't feel like knitting. Also, my game came out with a new update, so that wasn't helping either. But I did wanted to knit. I just wanted a new quick knit that is very small, so not warm while knitting in the heat. And I found this hair bow on Pinterest. Turns out it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll link that down below. And I cast it on, knitted a bit in the garden. However, now I'm at the part where I just need to knit straight now until the ribbon is long enough and then decrease again. But this should be done at the 3.5mm needles. However, those are taken by my sweater. And I did have sock needles ready to go because I finished the sock. So put it on the sock. However, I would like to have it, yeah, I wanted to have more drape than it does now. Which, you know, it would have if I did it on 3.5 millimeters. So I think I'm gonna frog this and then start it over on 3.5 millimeters. However, I will not be doing it right now because I want to keep those needles on my sweater. They are interchangeable, so I could change them, but I don't want to. And the heat is either gonna disappear tomorrow or the day after. So when there is a new heat wave, then we will do this again. But I think a black hair tie would look lovely with my pink hair, so I did that. And that were all the projects this week. Let's move on to gaming. So Disney Dreamlight Valley has a new update since this Wednesday. And it's Mulan themed. You can now get some characters from the movie Mulan. There is a new star pad with very pretty items. There is... Remy has a whole new quest that we need to deliver food now. And then we can earn stuff to make very pretty stuff. And the problem is with every update, you get really new items, new characters that you get really excited for. And then you have to redo your whole valley to make them fit. And basically make the valley around all the new pretty items. So that's currently what's happening now. So I'm demolishing my whole valley to start all over because I want to incorporate the new cherry blossom trees we got. So if you guys would like to hang out with me while gaming, please let me know down below. We can make that happen. We can either do The Sims or Disney Dreamlight Valley and decorate. In both of those games, it will be decorating. So let me know if you're interested in that. I haven't played Speedstorm. They still have ruined the game. There is still no voice acting. There's still always very expensive. You still cannot earn any coins to get the... It's basically Battle Pass, and you know I have to buy one every single month. And you cannot earn them anymore in games. So until that is resolved, I am low-key playing to not get behind too much. Because if you miss characters, you are getting in trouble. But I will be getting in trouble because I'm not buying 2 characters in a single season. And now they force us to. So for now, it is Disney Dreamlight Valley and The Sims that I'm playing because I am... There is a Tiny Town challenge going on YouTube right now, and I'm very motivated to play that. So again, if you want to hang out while playing that, let me know. We might be able to make it work. I do have one acquisition to show you because the sock yarn arrives. The missing sock club yarn has arrived. It came 3 or 4 days later. Normally it does come 1 day later. It didn't, so I texted her and she was like, yeah, that happens. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I waited 1 day already. But I just want to let you know because I don't know how long you can inform the post about it. I will keep an eye on it. If I get it, I'll let you know. And it came on Saturday instead of Tuesday, so... But it is very, very pretty. Unfortunately, Alexander already posted the pictures on Instagram. So I had seen what I would get. Which is a bit sad because, you know, the sock yarn is mostly fun because of the surprises. And obviously because I want to make a lot of socks. And this is very good yarn. I'm making a sweater with it. You can make a shawl with it, which I'm also doing but not actively working on this week. That's why you haven't seen it. It's way better than just for socks. You can make lovely socks out of it, but you can also make lovely other things. From a subscription, it's fun to get. You know what you're getting into a little bit because you get the inspiration every time. But it's the surprise of how the skein actually looks that makes it so much fun. So I was a bit bummed she already posted it. And I didn't really like it. And I bought this month on the deluxe base, basically. So I was so bummed. I was like, oh no, I don't really like it. It was good, but it was just not one of my favorites, and I expected this one to be one of my favorites. That's why I bought it on the deluxe one. However, when it came in, it was so much prettier than her pictures. And I still don't think this is showing off well. It is way more dark and deep colors than you're seeing right now. But it is absolutely stunning. And it was good that it was so different in person than from the picture, because now I still had a surprise and I loved it. So this is on her super soft base, which is 75% extra fine superwash merino and 25% nylon. And there is also a stitch marker every single month. I love this subscription very much. So soft. That was it. This was the sock yarn we were all waiting for. And that got on a little adventure. That was all for this week. I hope you enjoyed this shorter video anyway. And I'll see you back next week. Or on Sunday if you want to talk about the Paint of Magic series. And especially the last book, A Storm of Sisters. However, a lot of people are catching up. So I bet you we're going to talk about the other books as well. See you then. Bye, nerds.